to this point, but without presentation. Mr. Dumitriu is the Vice President of the Romanian National Animal Protection Federation. He is originally an engineer, but according to his own statement, he is now a real animal protectionist since 5 years. This is now his main profession. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It is true, from 5 years I changed my life, let's say so, starting from many cruelties and abuses I saw in my town. We started to do little things like citizens, and when we saw what is behind this whole story, we could not stop, and I think we will not stop. My wife's always asking me when you will stop, and I said when we will find a solution or when we end our lives, because now I'm thinking that I have to be there and to confront with this very, very difficult situation we have in my country. I want to say that I'm here now as a participant. I didn't make a presentation, but we are in very close partnership with Pfoten in Romania. We try to do things together, and that is the reason I will explain a little bit about this situation. I want to thank to the organizers, and I have a special relationship with the State Baden-Württemberg. Our main supporter is Petra Zip, the former president of BMT, and we have many discussions with Dr. Majzak about the Romanian situation. And the other organizer, Vier, is our close partner, and especially Wurttenberg is a person I really, really respect, and he's doing an amazing job here in Brussels. Now going to the field of war, because I'm coming from the war and I see a very relaxed atmosphere. Then I go back and I will see again the dramatic things in the Romanian streets. I will come a little bit in a history, and we ask all ourselves why we have the hugest problem, I think, in all Europe. It comes from the history, it comes from the communist times, when one time they destroyed all the houses and put the people in big block houses. Then the animals could not follow them, and I think then we started to have a huge problem. After the revolution, we have 25 years now, and we confronted with the indolence, with the incompetence of most of the authorities, and the hardest part is that this problematic continues and develops as a local business for many mayors, for many people who see a possibility of profit in this whole situation. And that is the most painful and the most tragic situation in that we are involved. You will see that in this moment we have two realities. We have a reality, just to start my chronometer, because I'm always talking a little bit too much because I have so many things to say and so less opportunities. But we have two realities in Romania. We have an official reality that tells us that the authorities have all the power to solve the things, and we have a very sad reality that just the blind people cannot see. The sad reality in the ground zero, in the streets, in the shelters, that unfortunately not just the Romanian authorities don't want to see, but I see superficiality about the European authorities that takes as good what the Romanian colleague says and not doing a very strong research what is really happening. And then the thematic that Veronica had is the norms, and the norms are referring to the law starting in September 2013. After a tragic accident, the Romanian authorities took a very decision in a very quick time on an emotional field, not very logical field, and after a huge press manipulation that put the dog as the biggest enemy of the Romanian people, and after I saw Mr. Dalla Villa very impressive pictures, the human beings are forgetting this close relationship with nature, with animals, and they're remembering just in the hard times. When are very strong, that they take very hard decisions, and this is not a decision for the actual situation to kill and to make such a great suffering for the animals. Okay, then we have to see what this law is bringing. I heard many times that it's a very good law. It's not so. The good part of the law is that after 10 years from the ratification, and here Mr. Bolliger told us very clear and very good that this European Pet Convention was ratified for many countries. Romania was one of the first. We have a good legislation, but from 2004 we had to reduce the reproduction of these animals, and we did nothing. Then we come and tell all the people that now we will do that. And that is a very good part. We have to see how we can enforce that, because here is the real problem. Much people says it's an adoption law. That is the biggest manipulation and lie I saw, because it's very difficult, it's muchly impossible to adopt a dog in a Romanian shelter. And the adoption has nothing to do with the government, because the government is not supporting at all the adoption. That is a private thing, is expecting from the population of Romania. Okay, then we go to the bad part, and I think it's many important problems. First of all, we got the wrong method. After 8 years of officially killing and catching and killing the dogs, and the population of the dog get bigger and bigger, we are coming back in 2013 and making the same huge mistake, and we wonder why. We make euthanasia, and here is a very important aspect, because euthanasia is to taking the suffering for a very ill animal, not to killing healthy animals. And most of all, in Romania, we don't make without suffering this killing of animals, and you will see maybe pictures and real situation for the shelter. Then we come to the norms, and we will see that adoption is obstructed. That means that the people are very hard to adopt. First of all, the public shelter has no interest to let the people inside, and after that, the law says that you have to show that you have enough money, that you have a house, that you have enough space, but not specific rules, and then the dog catcher can make huge abuses. Then no partnership with NGOs. That is a very hard problem in Romania. Many NGOs, starting with Pfoten, that wanted to resolve the problem in Bucharest, that is the biggest problem in Romania, was not allowed to take action. They say, we tried to do sterilization and return, it doesn't function. It's a huge lie. We did not do that. It was little islands that maybe did that, but it was not a strategy, it was not a coordination of these things. Then we have a huge problem. In this law are no financial and logistic solutions. That means we say that we will do huge things, but when we look in our pockets, we see that it's empty. And the problem is, you will see in short time, the Romanian government will say, okay, we have a problem because we have no money, help us. Then the people are getting huge penalties when they abandon, when they not identify and register and sterilize their dogs. And then it comes a huge problem, the abandon problem. unfortunately, the abandon is not anymore a penal crime. Yes, when you abandon your dog, you are excused now in Romania, and these all rules will go to the situation that many poor people that has no money to do the sterilization will throw the dogs in the street, and it will be a bigger problem than before. Then we go to the welfare situation, and Sara Tureta will show you the real situation in the public shelters of Romania. It is no solution for welfare of these animals. Then no priority by catching. You cannot catch, it's an utopic thing to catch all the dogs in a short period. But, yes, I checked my time. Okay, but the priority said you have to catch the aggressive dogs first of all, yes? And not all the dogs that will stop all the things. Okay, then penalties for the public. And the last part is, but I don't see there. Okay, we are not in time, yes? Okay, good. Then I will close and I will tell you that the hugest problem in Romania is not if we have a law, if it's good or not good. It's about rule of the law. And I heard many times that the Commission is not able to do in animal welfare. But I tell you that the rule of law is our biggest problem, that any law is not enforced in this moment, and maybe here the Commission has to do something. I thank you very much for your attention.